What's up, my YouTube family? It's your boy Roberto checking in with another video, guys. So today's video, I'm gonna be exposing a lot of YouTubers, guys. Right now we're seeing the pedophile ring in YouTube of YouTubers starting to be exposed. The racism in YouTubers starting to be exposed. The truth about a lot of these very popular YouTube stars being exposed, and I'm about to go into it today. Because there's a big pedophile ring in YouTube, and right now YouTube stars are on the rise. Like, they're becoming the next generation. TikTok and YouTubers are becoming the next generation of stars, and with that, Hollywood wants in. Hollywood is going to introduce these guys into the pedophile ring, and then they're going to hold it over their head as blackmail. So whenever they want them to do whatever they need them to do, they got blackmail over them. Well, a lot of these stars are starting to get exposed, guys. And I told you a while ago, I made a video saying a lot of YouTubers are not who you think they are, guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'm going to jump right into it, and I'm going to expose the elite YouTubers. There are elite YouTubers right now, guys, that are in the pedophile ring, that are racist, that are just not the person you think they are, guys. And once the elites in Hollywood get a hold of you, that's it. Nothing we can do to save you. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's jump into it, guys. So first up, we got James Charles, guys. So if you guys don't know what's been going on with James Charles, he's a 21-year-old YouTube megastar, very, very big and popular makeup artist. Well, James Charles was exposed for trying to message underage minors, and basically, I guess, trying to get them to meet up with him. And no, of course, he's gonna deny trying to do any sexual acts with them, guys. But he's no different from anybody else in this YouTube ring of pedophiles. James Charles has been exposed on this, called out on this countless amount of times. And it's kind of obvious because James Charles is always around a lot of young TikTokers. Like, I mean, I understand you're only 21, but there's no reason you should be hanging out with 15 and 16-year-olds. It just doesn't add up to me. And James Charles has been doing that for a very long time now. And it's about time that people start exposing him, just like these other YouTubers, for what they're trying to do. They're trying to manipulate and groom a lot of these younger upcoming stars for Hollywood. That is what they're doing. And everybody you're going to see in this video, maybe for the exception of one person, they have one thing in common. They all hung out with each other at one point, all dealt with each other at a point in time. Maybe now they don't, but at one point in time they did. And that's why you see a lot of these allegations against them are for like the same exact thing, because they're all doing it. It's not just one person doing it, they're all doing it. This YouTube pedophile ring that's going around is disgusting. And these YouTube stars been getting away with it for a long time because the attention wasn't on YouTube stars. But now that YouTube stars are becoming so popular and such a huge impact on the world, and kids want to be YouTubers now, they have all the attention they need. And now it's starting to expose what's really going on with them. Now they're starting to get caught up in their sick lies and what they have, what they've been planning to go against these younger upcoming stars. And they're going to continue getting exposed. YouTube demonetized James Charles. But does that mean he's going to stop doing what he's doing? No, that does not necessarily mean that. These guys are nasty creeps, and this is what they do right here. This is how they manipulate people. They get these young people, they groom them up, and then they take advantage of them. They take advantage of them. And somebody's got to wake up and put a stop to it. Somebody's got to wake up and put a stop to it. Now, and then we have this guy, EDP, whatever his name is. This guy is sick. He is sick. It disgusts me, some of the things that these YouTubers will do and how nasty they are, how they take advantage of younger people. Once you get money and you get a little power, it gets to people's head, and then they feel like they can manipulate anybody that doesn't have what they have or that's younger than them. This guy's 30 years old, and he was caught trying to meet up with a 13-year-old to have sex. Yes, this 30-year-old man, he's the same age as me, trying to meet up with a 13-year-old to have sex. Somebody you're old enough to be their parent. A 13-year-old. These YouTubers are now being exposed. They will no longer get away with the stuff they've been getting away for a long time, guys. It's a big pedophile ring going on in YouTube right now. It's a lot of big name YouTubers that are in on it. It's just like Hollywood. They're grooming people for the elites. These high-ranking YouTubers, James Charles, Jeffree Star, David Dobrik, they're all grooming these people to become young human sex trafficking slaves. Basically, they want them to get them in the industry and make them do things in order to get better roles, movie roles, jobs, whatever it is, endorsements. They're trying to groom them. And this dude right here is a prime example of how sick people can be. You're trying to meet up with a 13-year-old to have sex in your 30. Gross. And then you got Shane Dawson. This was one of the YouTubers that I looked up to, guys, and I started making conspiracy videos partially because of him. I'm very disappointed in him and how things turned out with him. If you guys don't know, Shane Dawson's a very big YouTuber. He used to do conspiracy videos, all types of videos, but he himself was caught doing racist things. He also was he's also said some things about underage kids that he should not have said. There's no reason for it, but just like the rest of them, he's grooming. He's a groomer. He's meant to groom these young YouTube stars, these young TikTok stars into basically becoming sex slaves for Hollywood, like I said. And they're using gay men because a lot of these young people, they're trying to turn them into gay. They want a lot of these young males to be gay and sleep with these executives. That's what they're trying to do. They want a lot of these young males to sleep with these executives because they know that a lot of these high-ranking executives are gay. So this is what they do in order to, get these young guys to fill the shoes that they want to be filled. And Shane Dawson himself said something about Will Smith's daughter, which was very disgusting. He made videos using blackface. His career is basically over right now. It's over. Nothing they can do for him. If he somehow gets a career back, it'll amaze me. But society today will allow that. It will allow that. But if we stop supporting these people, like I stopped supporting him. Once I found out these things, I stopped supporting him. But this is something that's real big right now in the YouTube industry and the TikTok industry. You don't notice all the collaborations YouTube and TikTok is having? TikTokers versus YouTubers, boxing matches. A lot of TikTokers making videos and doing stunts with YouTubers. It's becoming a trend. And that's because these YouTubers, these older YouTubers, or these YouTubers that are megastars are grooming these young people into becoming the next generation of Hollywood sex slaves. And doing so, they're making them feel like it's okay to, experience different experience, like everything's like they're making things that aren't normal. And then, you guys, we have Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star has been called a racist, and he's another person that's grooming young people. Right now, he hasn't really been exposed as far as I know as grooming the young people, but we definitely know he is. He's hanging around these same group of people. Him and James Charles fell out a while ago, but he's hanging around these same group of people he's always been. He knows exactly what's been going on, just as they know what's going on. All these YouTubers are in it together. Whatever you see them do is for publicity. And a lot of times when their careers are going downhill or they've done something bad, they'll do something for publicity. And we see that all the time with these YouTubers. Once they start screwing up and they get caught on their allegations, they start doing publicity stunts. YouTube sometimes is scared to make decisions on demonetizing them or kicking them off the platform because these stars bring them in too much money. You got to understand, these people have millions of subscribers. And Jeffree Star has been called out for being a racist. And after being called out for being a racist, he went and dated 2 black guys to make it cover up like, oh, I'm not a racist. I got a black man. That's the things they do. And that's manipulating the culture. That's manipulating. They're manipulating people in general. That's what their job is to do. Once they become so big, their job is to influence another generation of people to be exactly how these executives want them. And people will do anything for a paycheck. Anything. And that brings us to our next person, David Dobrik. Everybody's favorite YouTuber. Everybody loves David Dobrik. But somebody in his camp got accused of rape accusations, and he's been accused of forcing people to having people do stunts that they didn't agree to, not telling them the full thing, the full extent of the stunts. And one of his people almost lost their lives doing a stunt, injured his eye, almost lost his life for doing a stunt for David Dobrik. Like, I personally like David Dobrik, but I've noticed, just like all these other YouTubers, he's always around a lot of young YouTube stars. And there's a reason for that, guys. There's an absolute reason for him being around all these younger YouTube stars. It is because he is molding them just like everybody else. And you're going to start seeing a lot more allegations about David Dobrik. But YouTube is going to be so scared to cancel him because, like I said, a lot of these megastars bring in too much money and too many people support them, and they're worried about the backlash and not worried about the image of their platform. YouTube is pushing this same agenda, because there's no way some of these people should still have a platform. They should be banned from the platform. They're not waking up out here. They're getting away with murder. They're not waking up. Like, I'm going to continue to expose these people. I'm sick of it. It's time for a new new generation of people who are legit and who aren't out here for money, who's actually doing it because they want to do it. That's why you see a lot of these YouTubers change up so much, because eventually it's not about their content anymore. It's just about getting a paycheck. So they go from making content to molding TikTokers and younger YouTubers into being these sex trafficking slaves for this big pedophile ring that's going on in Hollywood. They're always in California with young people making videos. Guys, stay woke. And I'm going to continue to expose these YouTube stars, because there's something going on right now. And these YouTubers will continue to get exposed. Continue to get exposed, because they're intentionally playing with us right now. Y'all stay woke and watch how many more allegations we'll have in the near future with these same guys, and probably more YouTubers will start getting exposed too.